Hey guys, welcome to week 2 of class. Sorry about this being posted a little bit later on Monday. Yesterday was the Super Bowl. I work full-time job as well as being a professor, so just had some things to get done. If you watched Super Bowl, hope you enjoyed. It's kind of a smoke show. K Dot was I won't share my opinions on the halftime show. It was okay. Lent a lot of energy, but it was a good show. I mean, good performance, but wasn't super entertaining, I think. Anyways, week 2. So this time we're going to take a look at kind of the history and the evolution of esports as a whole. My goal for this week is to not look at just this has been esports and it started with Pong and Donkey Kong and things like that on the arcade. Like, yeah, we know that's where it started, and we know that now we're playing games on computers that are a million times better than the ones that they made kind of the first games on and stuff like that. So I don't want this to be like a really generalized week. What I want is for you guys to really take a look and try to find a couple points in like esports history that really had an impact as a whole, right? So I'm going to share an example that's borderline esports gaming, um, just to not like infringe upon the things that you guys might come across when researching and trying to find your like key point, right? So the one that I'm going to bring up is, funnily enough, Ninja playing Fortnite with Drake. Actually, there's some sirens. Gonna pause the recording. Be right back. Okay, sounds like we're in the clear. If I pause again, my bad. Live very close to the fire department, so cool. If anything ever catches on fire, they'll be here quick. But sucks when the sirens go through the window. Anyways, the key point in history that I'm going to talk about, like I said, is kind of probably leans more toward gaming than it does esports, but was Ninja playing Fortnite with Drake, right? So what kind of Ninja did as a whole in his Fortnite run was brought Fortnite to the forefront of pop culture, right? Like, it had been out for a few seasons at that point. People have been playing, like, oh yes, it's a great game. Tons of people are on it. But when he, I mean, broke that viewer record, um, went through and was playing with one of the biggest people in like pop culture at that time, and still to this day, it kind of like did a really big thing for overall gaming. I think that was kind of a big turning point for um, like leading up into COVID and stuff, right? It was like, oh, people started to see gaming as maybe it's not just people in their mom's basements playing like the episode of South Park with World of Warcraft, right? Like, maybe it's not all people like that. Like, it's actually people who are like doing productive things, or like these famous people that we know, and like it's more for everyone. And then we started to see that shift in like gaming being taboo, not really talking about it. Like, I was in high school, early college at the time, and like sure you had your couple buddies that you played games with, but like everyone wasn't talking about gaming like they were after that happened. And we all got into playing games more, and even if we were playing them before, talking about it more and kind of going through all of these different things. So obviously your breakdown is going to be a lot better than that one. But just wanting to go through and kind of, at that point we saw gaming go from something that maybe people didn't talk about as much, or if you're a gamer, you're a nerd, kind of thing, which is still kind of true, but it's definitely more so like, hey, it brought it into more people like understand what gaming is. Like, my dad personally would have never known and really been interested in gaming had it have not been Fortnite and me and my brother talking about Ninja and this guy playing with Drake, the person whose songs my dad had heard, and different stuff like that. It really gave a different meaning to the word gaming, I think. I mean, if you go say gaming to someone who's in their 60s, they're gonna think you're talking about a casino, because that's what gaming was to them. But now, if you're just on the street talking about gaming, most likely people are talking about playing video games. So that type of moment, I think, is super important. Also, hearing sirens in the distance, but I think I'm just gonna rip it through this one if it gets loud. My bad. Um, but for this kind of breakdown, um, I mean, you guys were in the last class. Um, these are very similar to those discussions. I really want you guys to find that article instead of me giving you one. You all did a great job of this in the first week. Focus less on the breakdown of the article and more on your opinions of it and kind of what it means. So, actually, those sirens are coming this way. I'm going to pause it again. All right, I'm back again. But really, I want you guys to focus on what that means and talk more directly about it. So the summary is going to be like short, just like brief breakdown of kind of what it means and stuff like that. And the bulk of these like weekly assignments really should be like your opinions on and how it impacted. So I think that'll be really cool to kind of see your guys' perspective. Um, I'll share some of my perspective and stuff in the comments as we go through these. I'm also going to set a kind of like open office hour time where you guys can either I mean Discord's preferred to just hop in somewhere or to give me a call, but I think I'll probably set just open office hours on like Teams or something where you guys can join, ask questions, things like that. But uh, there's only a couple people in this class, so if you ever have any questions or want to talk through an assignment or a topic a little bit further, please reach out to me. I have my schedule is pretty open, so I'm definitely free during the day. Like if you have breaks during classes, I can most likely fit that in, or in the evenings, say before or after practice or something like that. As long as it's not like as long as you're not in like a late practice block and getting done at 9 or something like that, more than happy to hop on call with you guys and talk through some of these things. Um, that's really all I have in terms of this topic. If you've looked at the syllabus, you'll see that for next week, I have it listed as an essay for the assignment. Essentially, it's going to be the same thing, just with a second article, and you're going to submit them separately, not in like the discussion format. So using the similar articles, that's not going to matter as much for something like that. But the topics that I've chosen for essay are ones that I want you guys to take more of a deep dive into and really think about that. I'll post a rubric for it with that assignment. It shouldn't take you very long, and it's not going to be like some multi-page paper kind of thing. I really want that to be just more of a thought out and intentional version of these weekly assignments. So don't worry too much when it comes to stuff like that. And like I said, if you have any questions, I'm always here, so feel free to reach out. I hope you guys have a good rest of your week, and I'll post announcements as things change. Thanks.